This is going to sound nerdy. My favorite book in college was The Divine Comedy by Dante. I had never read it. I had only ever heard of The Inferno. I took a class with a professor that was supposed to be good, that was just called Representative Masterpieces. I had no idea it was going to be on The Divine Comedy. It was fascinating, and I was obsessed with it, and it made me realize how much literature can still be valued even centuries after it's written.
The Life of Pi was my favorite book in high school. It really blew my mind. He was trapped in a lifeboat with a tiger, and then at the end you realize, like, maybe he was a tiger. Spoilers. And it was all a metaphor for cannibalism. Also, it comments on, like, Eastern philosophy.
My favorite book in high school or college is a little bit tough, because in terms of traditional books, I devoured Star Wars novels in high school. I was a total dweeb, devoured every Star Wars novel that came out. But in terms of the reading I did as a high schooler that really kind of stuck with me more, it was comic books. I loved comic books, especially a book called The New Warriors that was written by Fabian Nicieza, who's better known now for being the co-creator of Deadpool.
I tend to gravitate more towards Southern literature, Southern United States literature, and there's a particular book called Women Folks Growing Up in the South by Shirley Abbott. And that was the first real book that I could identify with on a personal level. I laughed and also cried throughout the book just because that was me inside of that
I
book.
went through a major F. Scott Fitzgerald phase in high school. That sounds maybe a little weird, but it was true. And my gateway was not The Great Gatsby. It was This Side of Paradise. That was the one I read first, and then I just started reading them all, even up to like The Last Tycoon and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to keep getting all the news from Arkansas Tech's Department of English and World Languages. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.